Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Sabre here today, and it's the end of another month, March 29th. It's the time for my monthly channel wrap up and preview. Uh, welcome. I would like to welcome all the new subscribers that have joined us this month, and also all you longtime subscribers. The channel continues to grow, and that is very much appreciated, greatly appreciated, the support. So, yeah, take a second, go down there and hit that like button. Hit this like for this one right away. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Let's push this out in the social media channels, okay? And I also would like to give a shout out to for your particularly for your sports fans. Check out Nickel City Mafia. They do stuff a lot on pro football. They just did one on their draft predictions for the Buffalo Bills. There's a weekly golf DraftKings golf thing that goes on up there. So check them out. And if you haven't done so, if you haven't figured it out yet, that's my son's channel, my son Mike's channel. Okay. What are we going to be doing today? We're going to take a quick look at the videos that were published in the games played in March, and then the April plans. And, if you saw what I have written, I was a month behind in there. And my favorite sports, and a personal update at the end. Videos. Counting this one will be 25 this month. More than I planned on at the beginning of the month doing, but it just happened that way. I did 2 unboxings, and I did 4 on PC games. That would be either Tower 3D Pro or PC Replay Basketball. And I did 19 on other various subjects in that. So check them out. See if you like them. I'm trying to keep stuff sorted in playlists to make it easier for you to find. The board games that I played in March, we did have a game day on the second Saturday of March. We had, I think there was 7 people that showed up. The first game that was played was a 5-player game of viticulture. It's a pretty good game. I didn't do very well. I think I was last, but I had fun playing it anyway. Then the second game we played was a 4-player game of 51st State Master Set. That's a really fun game. And the new person that had never played it before, we taught it to him, and he won. So, luck of the draw, I guess, huh? How's that? That was fun, though. That was a fun day. Then on Fridays this month, 2 or 3 of us started getting together on Fridays to play one game, and these are trying the games that either we haven't played for a long time or we wanted to get off our shelf of shame and get played. The first one we played was Firefly with all the expansions. Boy, that is a big board game when you get them out. That's fun. It's a pick up and deliver type of a game. But it's been around for a long time, and if you like the show, it's very thematic if you know anything about the show. So, fun day there. The next time, the 3 of us played Nemesis. None of us had played it before. I played it solo when I was first trying to learn it a long time ago. But the 3 of us playing it for the very first time, and we had fun. And that's a game where all 3 people could be winners, all 3 people could be losers. I ended up being the only winner that met my objectives and finished the game. The other 2 eventually died. And then one friend of mine and I played a game called Ex-Libris. This is a worker placement game where you're trying to build libraries, and you got books, and you put them in alphabetical order, not only by alpha, but like if A might have 10 books in it, so this one card might say A 3 through 9. So if you put that down, and then after that you put A, 2 through 9, that's out of order. So that was a lot of fun. We haven't played this for several years, and I won it the very first time we played it years ago. But my friend Holly, she took me down, so now she has the title of the Grand Librarian until somebody plays it, takes her down in that. Other games to play, of course you've seen some of them. I said Superstar Baseball. AJ and I have been playing every week. Our other owner, my son Mike, he doesn't get up here very much to play, but he does contribute by making his moves as an owner that's needed, so and sending lineups if he wants to. That will be continuing. I currently have on one of my tables Jeff Davis, The Confederacy at War. This is a solo game, and it is really, really good from White Dog's games. It's a small footprint, but it is just filled with things that you got to be worried about. You're worrying about your economic structures, your infrastructure, and worrying about your generals and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. It covers the whole war. So that'll be going for a while till I get it done. I'm only in, I think towards the end of April of 1862, I think. Okay, then for the first time in a long time, I got This War of Mine on the table, and and it's really a good game. Some people don't like it because it's a dark thematic game. The theme behind it's pretty dark, but it's only a game, and I really like it. It's so challenging. And for the first time, I'm going to show you. My friend took my minis a while back ago and painted them. This is the first time I've ever had any minis painted, and I wanted to show them to you. Looks pretty cool, don't it? Yeah, I like that. He really did a great job. Very much appreciated. So thanks to my friend AJ for doing that. Now, am I going to be addicted to get all my minis painted? I hope not. But I have that addictive personality. So there might be more things in the future for him to work on. So I did complete one. It's still on one of my tables, and I completed the first day, and my characters are really in bad shape just after one day. I don't know if you know what the concept is. There's a war going on. The city is surrounded. And these are people that are not soldiers and they're trying to survive during the war. And there's limited supplies and food and things. They got to go out and scavenge and stuff like that. Pretty crazy. All right, what else did I play? Okay, as you saw, the APA Baseball 1961 Detroit Tiger replays in progress. The Fall Classic Baseball 1965 New York Yankee replays in progress. That's Mickey Mantle's Triple Crown season. And then after a long time, I finally got my Stratomatic Baseball Hall of Fame League back up and running again. And it'll be going on. I did play some APA football earlier in the month, and I really like that game. I still have not got everything down on it. I'm still learning that. Maybe there'll be a playthrough on that. I played, as you've seen, Tower 3D Pro, the air traffic control simulation, and if you notice that I really got my butt kicked in Boston and recently in Dallas. The last night I was working a shift in Las Vegas, and I think I did a lot better than that. And I got a PC Replay Basketball 1985 Celtic replay in progress. I'm probably bringing an occasional fourth quarter of one of those games. I'm waiting until they play the Lakers, or at certain points I'm at the halfway point in the season, so I can show you the stats and the standings, so forth. Right now, the Celtics are in first place in their division as they were back then. The March ideas. If you'd like something for me to look at, please let me know in the remarks. I appreciate all of the input for suggestions. I appreciate the feedback on videos, and I will always reply to any of the feedback. So let me know in the remarks. Don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Just get down there and enter something. Okay, in March, the Super Sour Baseball season number 23 and the weekly recap will continue. I see there's 25 to 30 people that have been following the recaps, so I still get followers, so I'm going to put it out there for you guys. The APA Fall Classic and Stratomatic baseball projects will continue. I do have another APBA baseball project that I haven't played in a while, and it's the Bats 3 League that I have going, and I use iScore, so it'll be a little bit different. I'll get that going too. PC games and other with videos, Tower 3D Pro continue about once a week. I already talked about PC Replay Basketball, and maybe some PC Action Golf, or Action PC Golf. I said that last month, never got to it. Maybe this month I will. Unboxings, got several of them. Going to have some of those this month because I've had several things come in this week with others forecasted to come in. So I'll try to get them on the table for you. Look, some are war games, some are sports games, so it's a variety of things. And I'll try to get, if possible, if I think it's okay, I'll try to get some game playthroughs in for you. You know, I've mentioned it before. If anybody wants to see us play a game of Superstar Baseball, when we're playing, we normally play on Wednesday or let us know, and I'll record one for you and let you know how you'll see how it plays. If you're interested in our league, let me know. Send me an email, w.thornton, Thornton 5 at verizon.net. Okay, sports, Major League Sports. All right, Major League Baseball is back up in spring training running. We're going to have opening season April 7th, I believe it is, and it's some wild free agent signings around the whole league. People moving here and there, moving there. One that I was really glad of this week is I was glad to see Albert Pujols get signed by St. Louis, go back and finish his career up there. I watched an interview yesterday where he said this would be it for him. And I'm glad that he's back with St. Louis where he started. I always like when somebody gets back and can retire with the team that they played a lot of years with. I'm excited for Detroit. You know, they were pretty active in the free agent signings. They lost some people. And I really like the guys they picked up, especially Javier Baez and Taylor Barnhart. I always forget Barnhart's first name anyway. And also, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson make the team this year. They are two good, really, really good prospects. And I say, let's get them on board. Let's get them. I saw A.J. Hinch. I was watching the game the other day, and he says, they questioned him whether he was going to make it. He was uncommittal. He says, one way or the other, even if they don't make it, he said, they're going to be traveling with us. They need to learn the Major League Baseball way of life. And I think that's pretty cool. That's a really good sign for those two kids. Celtics, NBA. Celtics still playing super and climbing. No, the 1st of January they were in 11th. As of right now, they are tied for 2nd place in the East. That is really crazy. There's two young superstars, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, have really been come through, as well as a lot of the other guys that they fill in that fill out the rest of the court. I was a little bit shocked at the beginning of the season when they brought Al Horford back, but he's playing real well. Now they brought Daniel Tice back, and he's playing really well, filling in at center and that. So we'll see how far that goes. You know, those Philadelphia and Milwaukee teams are so hard to beat. All right, getting down to hockey, the Buffalo Sabres have been really playing some exciting hockey lately. They played 5 games in a row just recently that went into overtime. They won 4 of them, lost 1. Last night was a crazy game against Chicago. They were down 4-0, and they scored with 11 seconds left in the game to beat Chicago 6-5. Crazy. You know, I'm really, really glad that, we're not going to make the playoffs. We're still in the rebuild. I'm really glad that Kevin Adams didn't get rid of a lot of the guys, some of the veterans. He won't get rid of the young core, but the veterans at the trade deadline because they were starting to win. And now I think a winning culture is starting to grow within the Sabres again. And I think that that's very, very important. Especially, they got a bright future. If they can get this winning culture, they got some really good young stars down in the American Hockey League and in college and that are coming. So it's going to be really nice to see what happens. It could be really disappointing too. Being a Buffalo Bill and a Buffalo and Sabres fan for all these years, I can relate to losing. In the NFL, well, a lot of moves, a lot of trades, and a lot of free agent signings around there. The Bills, they were getting the East. First of all, the East. The teams in the East are just all getting so good with their trades and everything, and their free agent signing. The Buffalo Bills, the Bills made some noise during free agency, which was really good, and some of the guys left, which would have been nice to have sticking around. So they will probably be addressing a few issues in the NFL draft this year, which is coming up next month, April 28th through the 30th. All right. And last but not least, personal me, okay? One of the things that I was happy about, I registered for the 2022 APA baseball tournament in Vegas. this year. It's at the last week of July. This will be my third time. And my friend AJ is also going up this year for his first time. So it'll be fun to have another ball player up there with me. My friend Holly, she just goes up there all the time. I see her when we check in. I see her when we check out. But she has a good time. She loves Vegas. So, and also my daughter's going up there this week. So Holly will have some company this time. I'm doing okay health-wise. Just the old age crap going on. Trying to get mad. One thing happens after another to try to change my temper. Like yesterday, I had to have a plumber come and fix the water line between the street and the house, and that was a little costly, but couldn't afford the water leaking more. And I am driving around town when needed. Like I got to go to the bank today to pick up some money for something I'm going to be doing this week, and that. But I'm not out there running around, and I'm not doing any interstate driving yet. Still a little weary about that. And the people that follow me know that I passed out last August while driving and had a pacemaker implanted because of it, and so that I survived it passing out, and so did other people. So that's what's the most important thing. Okay, so that's it for March. I hope you guys like this. I say guys, and I should stop saying that because I get misinterpreted. Because that's just the way I said. It's all inclusive, males and females, when I say that. So please, don't get offended when I say it. Get on there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And push it out into the social media channels. Let's get this channel growing some more. So I want to thank you for stopping by. This is SoCal Sabre saying, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.